Mintzer.
Good morning. Senior year of high school is a time when we are entering one of the major transitional periods of our lives. Most of us have already selected a school where we will be spending the next 4 years preparing for our chosen career. And for many of us, it will be the first time living away from our families. We'll be venturing away from our friends that we've known for most of our lives and entering a whole new environment where hopefully many future friends await. This year has been very transforming for me for all of those reasons, but perhaps even more so it's been transformational because I've been living with my disabled grandparents who are only a few miles away from here. This way I don't have to commute from my home in Voorhees, New Jersey. Living with your grandparents is a pretty unique experience in and of itself. I had to get used to being yelled at for petty things like leaving the garage door open or forgetting to turn them off my TV at night, and also having walkers and wheelchairs and other medical equipment throughout the house. But what compounds the situation for me is that I need to provide a lot of help and support to my 83-year-old grandfather, Aaron, who is suffering from Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a disorder of the central nervous system resulting from death of dopamine-generating cells in the brain. The symptoms of this disease are shaking or tremors, slow movement, stiffness, and trouble walking. And in the later stages, dementia, poor balance, and depression may arise. It occurs mostly in people over the age of 50, and it is very manageable with modern treatments. Over time, though, muscles break down continually, making it difficult to walk and perform basic daily functions. When you're young, healthy, and strong, the last thing on your mind is the concept of losing all of that one day. But when you spend every day watching someone who is a strong, powerful figure in your life become more and more helpless and dependent on others for their basic needs, it is very humbling. My grandfather was a very skilled electrical engineer who graduated Penn State University in 1953. If you were to walk into his house, most of the things were put together by him, and he even installed his self-made buzzer system around the house, which he now uses as a nurse's call bell. Very annoying, but he gets the job done. He's very quiet, much like I am, but loves to make people laugh, and my earliest memories of him was when he would make funny faces at me to make me laugh. He would also teach me about electricity, which helped me develop my interest in science. Also, he was very active in the Jewish community, eventually becoming president at the synagogue and teaching kids to learn Torah. He was even drafted into the military in his early 20s, but he was ineligible since he had a malignant tumor called fibrosarcoma. That was the first of several serious health conditions that my grandfather endured. Over the years, my grandfather has coped with Parkinson's disease quite well, still being highly capable of doing things and taking care of himself. Though more recently, he has had more specific complications, such as needing a feeding tube because he had no longer swallowed. This put tremendous strain on my family, forcing my mother to quit her job so she could take care of him and keep him company when he was in the hospital. It also meant more involvement for me, such as helping him get ready for bed at night and giving him his nighttime medications through his feeding tube. While putting him to bed may seem like an easy task, it can be challenging to help him find a good position to sleep in. Helping my grandfather has made me realize how good it feels to help people who are in need of it. Sure, taking care of him can be tedious at times, and it is stressful when I'm called at 3 a.m. in the morning because I forgot to close the shades halfway, where it needs to be repositioned once again. But really, helping someone else makes you feel very good about yourself. On a similar note, when you're unable to help properly or didn't do as good of a job as you could have, it can be a very unfulfilling feeling, especially when there is nothing you can do to make things easier for them. This experience has taught me to value my health and appreciate the quality of life that I have, because at any moment you can lose that quality. It has motivated me to make the most out of my life. I don't want to have any regrets that I wasted my time not really appreciating every day that I am given. The satisfaction I have realized by helping someone who is clearly in need, especially when it happens to be my grandfather, has contributed greatly to my own happiness. This closeness to my grandfather and commitment to serving another person has had a profound positive impact on my life and outlook, and I hope many of you will see a chance to do the same soon. Thank you.